Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to film a get ready with me / review video today, so let's get right into it. I'm gonna start by prepping my eye with the NYX eyeshadow base. Since I have these long nails now, I'm gonna use a brush for everything. I'm gonna use to pair it with those shades from NYX, I'm gonna use my Morphe palette, and this is 35p. And I'm also using my Morphe brushes. I like to use the big fluffy ones usually when I'm going into my crease. And I'm using the E28, and I'm gonna be going into this shade right here. I hope you guys can see that. I'm gonna put that all over my crease. So that when you start to lay on, you know, these heavy, what I call these heavy eyeshadows, which is like the glittery ones that you're gonna put here, or the darker one that you're gonna put in the corner, or wherever you want to put it, you know, it makes it look really nice. And that's really, I feel like the first color that you put, like as your transition shade, I feel like that's the most important color, because that's the color that's gonna bring everything all in together. I'm gonna go in and get a little bit more, just to build it up. If you guys hear something that just cut on, it's my AC, so I'm sorry if you hear that a lot. I'm going to be using my Morphe E17 brush, and I'm going to go in with this color. So if you have this palette and you're going to use this palette, it's going to be the shade right above, right on top of the black. On it, and this is the Morphe E22. Just making sure that it's clean. It is, so there's nothing on it. So I'm just gonna go in with this brush and just blend everything together. that E22 brush that doesn't have anything and just blend. What I like about this brush a lot, about the E22, is that it kind of has a nice little pointy top, to me at least, and it goes right into really well into your crease area so that you can bring those two colors in together, and then that's the part that's gonna make it smoked out and look really pretty. And every time in that eyeshadow look, you want to always blend as much as you can. Blend, blend, blend. You have to absolutely just blend a lot to make it look really good. Otherwise, you're going to have harsh lines and it's not going to look good. So I'm going to take the E28 brush and I'm going to dip into that first color that I added into my transition. I'm just going to add a little bit right up here. Just softly add it in. Take the Morphe E27, which is a really big fluffy brush, clean with nothing on it, and just blend everything. Kind of want to use this to blend the outsides. So I don't really touch my crease with this brush. I'm just touching around my brow bone, because I like to bring up my eyeshadow since I have such a big eye. And I kind of do circular motions like that. I'm going to go back with my eyeshadow base and I'm going to be using the Beige Cosmetics 102 brush, and it's like this, and this is what I use for my eyeshadow bases usually. This brush came in the the Essential 7-piece collection. And what I do here is I basically just, where my crease is right up here, I kind of outline the lid from the crease so that I can place the eyeshadow right on top, and then it'll give it that really crisp line up here. It can blend into the color that I'm going to be placing here. And then I take my ring finger and I just start tapping on once again to pick up the excess and to put in that base onto the lid. Okay, so I'm going to go with the pink one, which is number 9. I kind of feel like it's hard to pick up with a brush, but it's like super easy to pick up with my finger. Let me see. gonna change it. I like the pink color, but maybe not for this. I want to give another color a try and see how it goes. So I'm gonna take this off and try the color next to it, which is number 10. And we'll see how that goes, if not either number 10 or number 2. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna take this off and try the other one, and I'll be right back. Number 2 on, and look at this pop. Oh my gosh, it's a beautiful color. And then I have 10 and I have 2, so this is 2 and this is 10, and I was like, I'm gonna go with 10, and then I was like, you know what, let's just go with 2. And it's super bright. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. So all I'm doing right here is just going in and adding a little bit more of that number 2 color on the lid, and then I'm going into my crease area with that darker brown, and then using the lighter shade, which is the first shade that I used, and just blending it all in, and that's it. I'm going to leave the eye as it is, and I'm going to go ahead and work on this eye, and then I'm going to touch this one up after I do my face and stuff like that. So I'm going to do this eye and then be back. Okay, so for primer, I'm going to be trying the e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer. I want to give this a try. I tend to be really oily in my T-zone, and I'm feeling like this primer is kind of like really oily. I don't know if you can see it. So with that being said, since I feel like it's really oily and it's just gonna come through, I'm gonna leave it on my dry areas, which is mostly like my forehead around here and down here. So like I said, my T-zone is where I'm mostly dry. So I'm gonna take my primer, the one that I always use, the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer, and I'm just gonna put that around the areas where I get really oily, just because I really like this primer. It really works. I really like how it works under my foundation. So, and for the sake of me trying the new foundation and reviewing it for you guys, I want to make sure that I'm doing everything that I can to make sure I give you the right information. Okay, so now I'm going to be going in with the Covergirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir in Nude Beige. Let's see how this shade does for me. I'm going to be using the new beauty blender that I got as well. So the shade is perfect. Goes great. Actually, it's a really good shade. I really like this shade. I feel like it goes great. fun, actually. Love the fact that I got the perfect shade for me. I want to add a little bit more just in these areas right here. I'm going to just build it up a little. And the sponge is very dense, very firm, which I actually like that. I usually use the Beauty Blender for my foundation always. I really like this one, actually. It's nice and firm. I like that the tip is very pointy like the Beauty Blender, because then it helps for when I have to reach into these corners right here. So once again, I'm going in with my Fit Me concealer. I guess I'll use this to see how it goes with concealer, even though it says it's for foundation only, but I usually use my Beauty Blender for my concealer too. I have two different ones just because I like to have one for concealer and one for foundation. Without a winged liner, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. If I can find it, here we go. I'm gonna be using the NYX Epic Ink Liner. Okay, so now that my eyeliner is done, I really like the look. I really do. I really like the pigmentation of the In Your Element palette. So now I'm just gonna touch up the eyes quickly and then move on with the face. So I'm lining my eyes with the Rimmel London Scandalize, and this is in the color Bulletproof Beige. I like the pop of the under eye. I think it looks pretty. But I am going to go in with the same Rimmel London Scandalize in Bad Girl Bronze. just a little bit. Use the Loreal Voluminous mascara. Now I'm going to be taking the brush, the Morphe brush in E43, and I'm going to be grabbing onto that brown color that we used on our lid and just putting it right here. Yes, you're supposed to do it before you do the mascara for your for the bottom lashes, but I almost forgot this step. I knew something was missing. So just place it there. I'm gonna be using that same 105 brush that we used from Beige Cosmetics just to blend that a little underneath. There we go, that looks better. Now I'm gonna grab the Bulletproof Beige again. And now I'm going to be taking my Kat Von D translucent powder to set under the eyes. And I'm going to be using the brush. Do I have my Never on? Beige Cosmetics 115 brush, and this brush came in the Essentials palette as well. And I'm just going to press it on. And I'm not going to be interfering at all with my bottom lashes, so you can do this. Honestly, I feel like you can do this whenever you want. Some people do it right after they put their concealer, which is fine because of the fine lines, but I'm okay right now, so well with that. So, and I just like to press in like that. I don't bake or anything, and I just put it where I know I'm gonna be oily, so I put it on my nose, on the corners here, all of this. I'll put it up here as well, and down here. So like I've mentioned before, my eyebrows are microbladed, but I feel like when I want them to pop a little more, I'll just add a little bit of this. Now I'm going to go in and contour with the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contour Palette, contouring palette, and Caramel Toffee. And it looks like this. It has these two, which you could use this shade also to set under your eyes, but since I have my Kat Von D one and I love it, that's what I always use. I haven't tried this one. I will. I'm just going to take this Morphe E34. I just like it because it's kind of angled and fluffy, and I just want to put it all over, so you do get some fallout in this, but you just tap it and it's good, and then I just put it in the hollows of my cheek like that, and I bring it up. Take a nice blush brush and just tap it out. Let's try this. So a little goes a long way with this blush, which is great. So it's a little much right now, but I'll just blend that out. There's nothing on this brush, it's just to blend it out a little. It's very pigmented, and that's great for a $3 blush. Okay. Since we're on the lines of along the lines of Wet n Wild, I want to use their Mega Glow highlighting powder in the color Precious Petals. I'm gonna take my favorite highlighting brush, and it's the Morphe R36, and I'm just gonna grab it, tap the excess, and put it on right there. Look how pretty that is. And on that side. And I'm gonna take the very tip of it, which is what I like about this brush, and I'm gonna put it on my brow bone also and let it pop right there. Okay, so now I'm gonna be using the Pix Makeup Fixing Mist. Okay, so I'm shaking it. I'm gonna spray because sometimes it comes out like heavy dots, so I want to make sure that it's misted. So I'm gonna put that everywhere. And it smells really good. And looks good. Left one little dot here, which I'm not crazy about, but looks good, looks good. Okay, so now I'm gonna be lining my lips with my favorite lip liner by Makeup Forever, and it's 3C. And I'm gonna go in with the metallic lip first. So it comes like this. So I'm not crazy about the metallic lip, I'm gonna be honest. I think it's too much for this look. Maybe if it was alone with a more neutral look, but given the fact that we did use the metal palette and it's all over the lid, and it's like, I feel like it's a lot on the eye to go with this. Personally, for myself, not crazy about it, so I'm gonna change it up and I'm gonna do the nude. I'm gonna take it off. Okay guys, so this is the final look. I really liked the palette. It's really nice. I feel like if you use it with a brush, it doesn't pick up that well. I tried 2 different brushes and it wasn't really giving me any results. So once I tried it with my finger, I liked it a lot better. I did like that first pink shade, which is number 9, which is that pink shade that I tried. I just didn't like it too much with this color above it. I used more of a darker brown. It's a really dark brown, so I feel like this color is better. And once again, I used number 2. So on the back of the box is where all the shades are, and basically you can see 1, 2, it goes all the way down, all the way through 12. So I used number 2, and then I did tell you the colors that I used on my Morphe palette. I will list everything in the description box below, but if you have any questions, just comment and I will answer them for you. So the palette was great. I really loved it, really pigmented. I know that Ulta's having a sale this week, so I was able to get this palette for a little less than $20. It came out to like $15 if I'm not mistaken after all the discounts and stuff. So I would take advantage of that because this palette is regularly $30. The e.l.f. primer, I'm going to let you guys know in the description box once the video is posted. I'm going to let you know how I felt about all the products that I used. For the products that I need to see throughout the day is what I mean. So I'm going to let you know how I feel about this primer. I didn't like the way it felt. It felt really oily, but other than that, my face doesn't feel oily and it's nice and matte, which I like. So I'll let you know how that goes. The Wet n Wild blushes are amazing. Look how pigmented they are, and I had to make sure that I blended it out with a clean stippling brush, which you can totally do. To me, here I felt like it was really bright, so that's why I wanted to blend it out. Maybe on camera it wasn't, but they're really pigmented, and I really like this one, and the one that I used was the Mellow Wine. The foundation, drop it, go ahead and drop it. The foundation I loved. So far, I love it a lot. I have been using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, which I really like too. And the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, I also like. But this Covergirl Healthy Elixir in the color that I got, Nude Beige, was the perfect color for me, and I like the way it goes on. I really like the way it went on. It dries matte, which I like. I love matte. You know, I haven't really used dewy foundations lately because I found that even though I have dry skin, but my T-zone does get very oily. I do find that matte foundations are great, but I will try to find a dewy foundation that I can try out for you guys and let you know, for those people who do like a more dewy looking foundation. But I do love this foundation. I want to see how it wears throughout the day, so I will be letting you guys know about this as well. I'm also going to let you guys know how I feel about the makeup mist. I'm going to take it with me. I'm going to use it a couple more times. I'm going to see how it holds on to the makeup. The only thing that I did not do was spray it before I put on my face makeup. So I will be trying that out in another look to see how I feel. Maybe it gives a better wear. Maybe it helps with the makeup staying a little bit more. But I will be letting you guys know what I think about this as well. As far as the lip goes, I like this metallic lip. I think it's very pretty. Like I said, it's in the shade Moon Lust, and I thought it was very pretty. I just didn't think it goes with this look. I prefer the nude lip, and I am a sucker for nude lips. So I felt like this would go way better with that, with this look. So I'm happy about that. The Beauty Blender dupe. I love this. I honestly don't see myself going back to a beauty blender because it's so much. And if I can get something for $7 and it does just about the same amount of work that a beauty blender does, then I'm happy with this. So I think this is great. I think you should give it a try. It's really good. It's by L'Oreal, and they also have a concealer sponge, and they have a contour one. I'm going to try the concealer one, so I'm going to buy it, I'm going to get it, I'm going to let you guys know what I think. I don't think I'll be getting the contour one just because I don't really use a sponge for, you know, for contouring. So I don't think I'll be getting that one, but I will try out the concealer one for you guys. Other than that, I think that's it for this video. I think I mentioned everything. If I didn't, I will put it in the description box. This is the final look. For those of you wondering, one last thing, yes, I do have eyelash extensions on, so that's why I didn't put any eyelashes on, but I do use them sometimes on top of these, but these are kind of fresh and I like the way it looks, so we're good to go. But yeah, this is the final look. I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. If you have any questions, please comment below. Make sure to look at the description box. I will be putting all the information there of everything that I used, and I'll be including a couple more pictures in there as well. And yeah, I hope you like this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.